Most people fail at strategy because they overthink and freeze. If you want to think 10 steps ahead without choking, here's how Ayanokoji would do it. Chapter 1. Focus on the end, not the noise. You don't start by planning every tiny detail. You start by defining the end result you want. That's the anchor. Without it, you'll drown in overthinking. Most people obsess over small moves that don't matter. They lose sight of the target. Thinking ahead requires clarity on the finish line. So ask yourself one question. What's the outcome I need, not want? Need. Everything else builds from that. When you know the destination, you stop worrying about every turn on the road. The noise doesn't distract you. Ayanokoji always acts with the outcome in mind. That's why he never wastes energy on meaningless battles. He knows which fights matter and which don't. You need the same filter. When a situation comes up, measure it against your end goal. If it doesn't move you closer, drop it. If it does, focus. That's how you sharpen your thinking. It's not about predicting everything. It's about ignoring what doesn't count. And that's the first step to thinking 10 moves ahead. Chapter 2. Break the game into pieces. Thinking 10 steps ahead can feel overwhelming. That's why most people freeze. The trick is to break the game into smaller sections. Like a chess player. You don't plan the whole match at once. You plan the next sequence that sets you up for the bigger picture. This keeps your brain from overloading. You only deal with manageable chunks, and each chunk should serve the long-term play. This way, you think deeply without drowning. It's tactical, not chaotic. Imagine your life as a series of phases. You can't skip to the end, but you can control each phase. That's what Ayanokoji does in every test, every battle. He maps out key phases, not every single move. You need to adopt the same framework. Slice the problem into parts. Attack one part at a time. Then connect the parts into a chain. That chain becomes your 10 steps. But since you built it piece by piece, it won't feel heavy. It'll feel clean. This is how you stay calm and calculated. Chapter 3. Learn to predict behavior. Thinking ahead isn't about predicting the universe. It's about predicting people, because people are the variables that shape outcomes. Most of them are predictable once you pay attention. Notice patterns, notice reactions, notice weaknesses. Everyone has triggers. Everyone has habits. When you can read them, you already know how they'll move. That's what lets you plan steps ahead. Ayanokoji doesn't just read situations. He reads people, he studies their impulses, and he uses those impulses against them. You need to build the same skill. When someone reacts emotionally, mark it down. When someone repeats the same mistake, remember it. Soon you'll know their next move before they do. And when you know their moves, you're always ahead. This isn't manipulation. It's awareness. It's survival through observation. Train yourself to watch quietly. People will reveal themselves without realizing it. And you'll gain the advantage before the game even starts. Chapter 4. Don't reveal your hand early. One reason people fail to think ahead is because they talk too much. They reveal their plans. They explain their thoughts. And they give away leverage. That's overthinking in public, and it kills strategy. Ayanokoji never reveals his hand early. He stays quiet. He plays dumb, and that makes his opponents miscalculate. You need to do the same. Stop announcing your next move. Stop seeking validation. Keep your strategy to yourself. The less people know, the harder it is to stop you. Overthinking often comes from fear of being judged, so people overshare to get reassurance. Cut that habit. Silence is your ally. It gives you flexibility, because once you speak a plan, you feel locked into it. But if you hold it back, you stay adaptable. That adaptability is what lets you move 10 steps ahead. The less you reveal, the more freedom you have. And that freedom is lethal in any game. Chapter 5. Train multiple scenarios. Thinking ahead isn't about predicting one path. It's about preparing for many. Ayanokoji always has backups. He doesn't bet on just one outcome. He maps multiple routes to the same result. That's why he never panics when things shift. You need to train the same way. Don't build one plan. Build several. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, all designed to get you to the end goal. This keeps you calm when chaos hits. Because you've already thought about it. It's not overthinking, it's pre-thinking. Overthinking is endless analysis with no decision. Pre-thinking is preparing options so you can act fast. That's the difference. This approach saves you from freezing when pressure rises. You'll always have a move ready. And that's what separates the strategist from the average player. Don't chase perfection. Chase preparedness. That's the secret to staying 10 steps ahead without burning out. Chapter 6. Strip away emotion. Overthinking comes from emotional clutter, fear of failure, fear of what people will say, fear of looking stupid. Those emotions cloud your judgment. To think ahead clearly, you must strip them away. That's why Ayanokoji looks emotionless. It's not that he doesn't feel. It's that he doesn't let feelings drive decisions. You need to practice the same detachment. When you're emotional, pause. Delay the decision until your mind cools. Don't rush moves when your head isn't clear. This builds discipline, and that discipline clears space for logic. Once emotions fade, the right step becomes obvious. Most people sabotage themselves by reacting too fast. They choose moves based on panic or pride. That's how they lose. But you will not. Detach. Strip emotion away. See the board as it is, not as you feel it is. That's how you think ahead with precision. Chapter 7. Move one step at a time. Here's the paradox. To think 10 steps ahead, you only move one step at a time. Most people fail because they try to jump too far. They want step 10 before they've mastered step 1. That's what creates overthinking. You can't live in step 10 yet. You only live in the next step, but you prepare so that each step sets up the next. This is how Ayanokoji moves. He never rushes to the end. He just keeps stacking correct steps until the outcome is inevitable. You must adopt the same approach. Think ahead, but execute now. Don't get stuck in analysis. Don't wait for perfect clarity. Take the step in front of you. If it aligns with your end goal, it's the right move. That's enough. Step by step, you'll get to 10. Without panic, without burnout. That's how you escape the trap of overthinking. Chapter 8. Use time as a weapon. Most people waste time rushing. They think faster equals smarter. Wrong. Rushing clouds judgment. Slowing down sharpens it. When you take time, you see things others miss. That's how you spot 10 moves ahead. Ayanokoji always uses time as a weapon. He doesn't react instantly. He pauses, he observes, then he moves. That pause is deadly. Because while others reveal themselves, he stays hidden. You need to reclaim time the same way. Don't feel pressured to answer right away. Don't feel forced to act instantly. Delay just enough to collect information. That information is ammo. The longer you wait strategically, the clearer the next move becomes. Time is leverage. And when you control time, you control the game. Use it wisely and you'll always stay ahead. Chapter 9. Anticipate mistakes, not perfection. Here's a mistake most people make. They plan as if everything will go perfectly. That's fantasy. Real strategy is built around mistakes. Yours and theirs. When you anticipate failure, you're never shocked. You're ready. That's why Ayanokoji always feels calm. He expects errors, and he builds his strategy with them in mind. You should do the same. Instead of hoping for flawless execution, prepare for slip-ups. Assume people will panic. Assume people will crack under pressure. That gives you an edge. Because when they fall apart, you won't. You'll already have the counter. This mindset removes fear. Because mistakes stop being threats. They become opportunities. When you think like this, you're never thrown off balance. You're always steady. And that steadiness is what makes you untouchable. Chapter 10. Stay invisible until it's time. The final principle is invisibility. When you think 10 steps ahead, you don't announce it. You blend in. You move quietly. That's how Ayanokoji dominates. He hides his strength until the right moment. And when he strikes, it's decisive. You must play the same way. Blend into the noise. Let others underestimate you. They'll waste energy trying to outshine each other. While you build silently, this invisibility removes pressure. It keeps you calm. Because nobody is watching you closely, you're free to prepare without distraction. Then when the time comes, you reveal it all at once. That reveal has shock value. Shock creates dominance. One decisive move is worth more than months of loud bragging. And when you live like this, nobody sees you coming. But everyone feels you when you arrive. Final thoughts. Thinking 10 steps ahead is not about overloading your brain. It's about filtering noise, reading people, and moving with patience. You prepare for many paths, but take one clean step at a time. You don't chase perfection. You anticipate mistakes. You don't reveal everything. You stay quiet, you wait, and you strike when it matters. That's how you think like Ayanokoji without drowning in overthinking. Be elite, stay elite.